very warm welcome to you this afternoon. My name is John Tanner and I'm the Chair of Administrators for the Moir Shire Council. So it is indeed a pleasure to be presiding over this today. I always enjoy this great opportunity to be with people that are being welcomed to this country as Australians. The Moir Shire Council acknowledge the traditional owners upon the land upon which we meet and pay our respects to elders both past and present. And again, on behalf of the Moir Shire, I warmly welcome you here today, the recipients and their guests, and more as importantly, as I do also welcome our VIPs here today, Administrator Susanna Sheed and Administrator Graham Emerson. I would also acknowledge with us today students and teachers from the schools within our community, and that firstly being the Cobram Anglican College and the Cobram Secondary College, with Principal Mr. Willett here today. And I thank those students for being here, taking part in a very important process today, and part of a very important part of being part of this community. The Cobram Secondary College will be assisting with the Australian National Anthem later in the ceremony. But before I start the ceremony today, I'd just ask everyone to turn off their mobile phones, and for people's information, toilets are just out there on my right, conveniences, plus note the exit signs within the building in case of emergency. Council is recording this ceremony today for recipients to share with their families overseas if they wish, and ones that cannot be with us today. The link will be emailed to recipients at the conclusion of this ceremony. So we hope you enjoy today's ceremony, and we'll now move forward with the more traditional part of the ceremony. Being an Australian citizen is a step that shows loyalty to Australia and the desire to share a common future. And it is, as I mentioned before, absolute honour to preside over this Australian citizenship to people who appreciate and value our society so much that they wish to become one of us and make Australia their home. I warmly congratulate our citizen recipients today for taking the final step in their journey to become Australian citizens. I look forward to seeing their contribution that each and every one of you will make to Australia. The Minister for Immigration, Citizenship and Multicultural Affairs, the Honourable Andrew Giles, MP, is unable to be with us here today. However, he did ask that I pass on his congratulations and best wishes, and ask that I read the following message to you. Thank you for deciding to become an Australian citizen. Today, you join a nation that is one of the world's most successful multicultural societies, with around half of all Australians either born overseas or at least one parent born overseas. In Australia, everyone can be proud of who they are, and everyone should be respected in values and the sense of belonging. We are privileged to share this beautiful country with the world's oldest continuing culture. This is a fundamental part of who we are. For more than 60,000 years, First Nation people have cared for this country. Appreciating and understanding this truth is a vital part of what it means to be an Australian. Australians are united by sharing a common commitment to democracy and the rule of law, and to the freedom of speech, religion and association. Our diversity is our greatest strength, and we must prosper and enjoy and embrace this. We believe in a society in which everyone is equal, regardless of their gender, faith, sexual orientation, age, ability, race, national and or authentic origin. Our land is a land for a fair go, in which respect and compassion underpins our care for each other and our willingness to reach out to those around us in times of need. By becoming an Australian citizen, you'll make a commitment to these values and to the contribution of our evolving Australian story. On behalf of the Australian Government, heartfelt congratulations on becoming an Australian citizen. Adam Giles, the Minister. There are some legal requirements with the ceremony today, and we'll now address some of those requirements. This is the formal part of the ceremony, which is conducted within the Australian Citizenship Act 2007. And as a part of the legal requirements for today's citizenship ceremony, I'll read the preamble from Section 1 of the Australian Citizenship Regulations 2016. Australian citizenship represents full and formal membership of the community of the Commonwealth of Australia, and Australian citizenship is a common bond involving reciprocal rights and obligations uniting all Australians while respecting their diversity. Persons of whom Australian citizenship is conferred enjoy these rights and undertake to accept these obligations. Firstly, by pledging loyalty to Australia and its people. Secondly, by sharing their democratic beliefs. Thirdly, by respecting the rights and liberties. And fourthly, by upholding and obeying the law of Australia. I'll now ask the recipients who wish to make the pledge on the Holy Book to hold up their books in their hands, their Holy Books. And please be reminded that the words of the pledge are set out on the pledge card, so you can either recite the pledge out loud. No, you must recite the pledge out loud, in order to be Australian citizen. Today we have 11 recipients taking the pledge, and I'll now invite our coordinator of events to assist in reading out the names of the people that will be participants today, and if they could then come forward. So I'll hand over to Bellamy now.
John. If I could get each of the recipients to make their way out the front with their pledge card. So we've got first Miss Welda Bunny from Numurkah, Miss Laura Chatfield from Cobram, Mr. Mark Gonzalez from Yarrawonga, Miss Sherilyn Gonzalez from Yarrawonga, Nina Gonzalez from Yarrawonga, Mr. Arash Kazimi from Wunyu, Mrs. Joanne Patterson from Coonamoo, Mr. Bill Puckett from Cobram, Miss Thanda Zan from Yarrawonga, Miss Gurley Cortez from Cobram, Mr. Elmo Cortez from Cobram.
So we all organised? Okay. So I'll now invite all recipients to repeat together the pledge after me. And everyone's watching this, so you've got to make sure you repeat the words. From this time forward, under God, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey. Thank you, everyone. You are now all Australian citizens, and I take this opportunity to congratulate you and welcome you and extend, on behalf of your community and everyone here, the best wishes and the happiest success for the future as Australian citizens. If you could take your seats. So I'll now invite Susanna Sheed, Administrator Susanna Sheed, and Administrator Dr. Graham Emberson to come forward and assist with the next part of the ceremony. Bellamy again will call up each recipient by name individually, and your name will be read out. And I'll also, if you could take note that there will be a photographer here, and there's an opportunity for photographs as we move through the formalities. So over to you.
So first of all, I invite Miss Welda Bunny from Numurkah up. Miss Laura Chatfield from Cobram. Mr. Mark Gonzalez. Miss Sherlyn Gonzalez from Yarrawonga. Okay, Miss Nina Gonzalez from Yarrawonga. Mr. Arash Kazimi from Wunyu. Joanne Patterson from Coonamoo. Okay, Mr. Bill Puckett from Cobram. Miss Thanda San from Yarrawonga. Miss Gurley Cortez from Cobram. And Mr. Elmo Cortez from Cobram.
Thank you, and a tremendous effort. Now, and also thank you to my fellow administrators, Susanna and Graham. So it's now my pleasure to ask the students from the Cobram Secondary College and Mr. Davis, their teacher, to make their way to the front so they can lead the singing in regards to the Australian National Anthem. Could everyone please stand? Thank you. Please be seated. And I think we need a round of applause for all that. We've all done very well there. Thank you. So again, thank you to the Cobram Secondary College and Alistair for performing the National Anthem. We're grateful for the work you do within the community and supporting this function today. I think it is important to identify this great ceremony with the schools and the education sector, and I'm absolutely very, very pleased to have them attend today. So that concludes the formalities for today. We certainly thank all the recipients and their families and friends for attending the ceremony today. Again, thank you to my fellow administrators for taking part in the ceremony, and also to council staff that put a lot of effort into organising today's event. We do have some refreshments over there on my right, and look forward to meeting with you and having a chat over refreshments. If I can ask all the new citizens to come forward, and there's an opportunity for a group photograph along with bring your certificates with you, and those can have individual photographs as well, and we'll be able to distribute them through council. So again, thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the day, and it's been a great pleasure to welcome our new recipients to Australia. Well done.